You good? Yo, you alright?
I just dropped my monitor. Hold on.
You just dropped your monitor?
Figures.
How you drop your monitor, bro? You was holding that on your lap? What? My man was welcome to
Hold on a second.
Figures. We're about to start and he drops his monitor.
How you drop your monitor,
This
bro?
is being recorded, bro, for proof.
Yo, this is live, bro.
This is live. Yo.
Oh, wait.
All right, we're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Oh, we're going to do it right now.
That's it. Yo. Ladies and gentlemen,
Guys.
welcome to the Nukkle HeDD movie podcast. We're reviewing Space Jam. We got Cruz over here to your right, my left. We got
Nice to
Show.
meet you guys.
He's a blue box because he dropped his monitor. We can't do shit right without Show doing some shit. Can't take him nowhere.
How do I full screen this?
We doing Space Jam, the new legacy. Cruz, introduce yourself to the people, son, because this is the first time you on any kind of our podcast that's not
All right,
related
what
to.
camera? All right, blue camera is chat. Skype.
There you go.
Thank you for showing up to the movie review. Chat. Thank you for showing up to the movie review. For those who just like tuned in right now, we're doing a movie review on Space Jam. Not the old Space Jam, but the new Space Jam. New legacy. So, spoiler alert, okay? Spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen the movie and don't feel comfortable getting spoiled,
That's your problem.
Stick around still.
It's too late. You committed.
It's too late. We gave you guys a chance. When this movie came out? This movie came out like what?
2 weeks ago, I think.
We gave you 2 weeks to watch this movie.
Word.
And it's on HBO Max.
Word.
I'll give you my username and password for that. If you guys don't have it, we can share. You know,
and
I'll
not-
just share my account.
Yo, not for nothing. I found a little Easter egg in it. I don't know if you know, but I found a little Easter egg in the movie because I just finished watching it. So
Right now,
yeah.
I saw it again this before, like an hour or two before I got on.
No, yeah. Like right when I hit you, I was like, "Yo, I'm about to set up Skype now."
Yes.
I just finished watching it.
Okay.
So, I had it's all fresh in my mind. And, Show broke his monitor, so that's all
I'm
gravy,
gonna
baby.
update my Twitch title, so you can continue talking.
All
Just
right.
give me like 2 minutes.
No, do your thing.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
All right, so I guess we'll start off with, besides complaining about Show, we'll sit here. Oh, this Show can hear us.
Oh, show's alive.
Yeah, we'll sit here.
Cool. Do you saw it 8 times? All right. So how you want to categorize? You want to like do categories, or you just want to just talk our stuff about the movie? Either or is fine with me. I don't know if you want to base it on categories and so we can give it a rating at the end, or we just want to just.
You know what we could do? You know what we could do? We could just sit here. We're gonna go and we'll explain how we like the movie, what we thought about it, our first impressions. Then, if you want, we can compare it to the original Space Jam, and we can talk about any like rumors or anything that you guys may have heard. Criticism from the movie that we can address, and also special things that we got from the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So we can just break it down like that.
So we can have our own like honest, unbiased
Critiques.
opinions on the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all. And then later on in the show, we're gonna talk about what did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? What did you hate? What you wish they could have added to the movie?
Yeah.
And maybe some unnecessary scenes that they could have done without. So if you want, Show, you alive? What's up? You got your monitor back up? What's going on with your monitor?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just trying to connect. Yeah.
Are you bleeding? Did it fall on you?
No, it didn't fall on me. It just fell over the side.
Oh, it just fell over?
That's how you started, baby.
Show enjoyed the movie so much that he knocked over his monitor.
Damn, my sound effect's not working? Oh, no, my sound effect.
Yo, just reset the app, bro.
The tablet. My man.
Oh,
Your Kindle fell.
Yeah, I put the link to the YouTube channel on your page just so that way if people want to come through the YouTube and show some support.
That's how it is. Go see how he's fucking up.
Word.
My man got so excited about that movie. The 144 hertz kid. The 240. He got the 240. HDR. Oh man. All right, so Toe.
Yo.
How did you like the movie? Like, did you like it? Was it all right? After you explain your opinion on the movie, if you liked it or not, give it a rating.
All right.
Or you know what? At the end of this discussion, we're gonna give it our own personal rating.
That sounds fair. Let's
fair
to me.
Talk all our shit now, and then at the end, we'll sum it up and we'll come up with a good rating for this movie.
All right, definitely. So my first reactions to the movie, I enjoyed it. The first time I watched it, I was sitting there as a Space Jam fan. Like, I'm not a hater of LeBron, so I didn't go in there automatically like hating the movie or biased towards the movie or whatever. But when I'm watching it and I'm like, all right, we know LeBron is not an actor. I didn't expect him to be Denzel and all that shit. So you could let you could let that slide. And all the human parts were like, all right, whatever. I really wanted to see the game. But once they introduced the Looney Tunes and Grandma was in the Matrix and Daffy Duck was Super Duck and and they made fun of LeBron being Robin and he wasn't Batman. That was dope to me. All those little innuendos and all those little things. What's going on here, girls?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
I just making faces.
Nah, my God, because Gordo just banned me from saying Space Jam, bro. You can't do that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, come on, man.
Nah, man.
So that movie we're talking about, go ahead.
Yeah, so I enjoyed all those little tidbits, and then I enjoyed the actual premise of the movie. Because it's deeper than rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, this movie, without saying it, really encourages people to stand up and be who they should be. Just because someone expects you to be a certain way doesn't mean you have to be that way. Like LeBron, he wanted his kids to be a basketball player. And not for nothing, the kid didn't want to be a basketball player. He wanted to be a game designer. And it gave him the courage to tell his pops this, and it opened up his pops' eyes to see that this is what his kid was meant to be. Sometimes you have to fight to be who you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So that was a dope premise that maybe people didn't realize until just now. But also, I like the fact that the kid made a video game and the algorithm took that shit and they played based off the video game. Yeah,
it hit home. I felt like this storyline was so powerful. And there was a lot of hidden messages in Space Jam that you guys probably didn't catch. And the main one was with the gaming community, guys. Like, that to me was so dope that he acknowledged where esports is going 5, 10, 15 years from now. We're just at the very beginning of esports. And now that it's like popularized and it's becoming more mainstream and it's more normalized, it's going to be huge. And kids always been with video games. Like, it's a part of us as a child, had upbringings and video games. Video games can change lives now financially. And the fact that he also teaches you to conquer the algorithm game. That was another message that I picked up when I saw the movie recently today, when the bad guy's name is Algorithm. Like, once you beat the algorithm or understand how to play the algorithm, sky's the limit in the social media world and in the gaming community.
I didn't put those two together. That was a good catch. That was a good catch.
Algorithm, the kids don't know about algorithm. But now they're familiar with the word algorithm or algorithm. So if they see it anywhere or if they have to learn about it, they'll be interested. Oh, that's this bad guy from Space Jam. You know what I mean? It's a lot, man. There were so many hidden messages there, bro. It's crazy. I had something written down.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we going in, baby.
Oh yeah, we definitely going in.
I'm deciphering this movie. It's crazy.
Like Patrick Swayze.
And especially at a time like this where Apple is encouraging kids to code, to make their own games. How many apps can you get from Apple where you can code and make your own apps? And that is so cool. And in the movie, they emphasized on that, and they kept saying, this kid made his own game. This kid made his own game. In the final basketball game, they played his game, Yeah. And I thought that was dope and also rewarding. So, oh man, I'm excited. I don't know if you guys can freaking tell.
Oh yeah, it was dope. And one little Easter egg that I found was that when they all came back after the game to the Looney Tune planet, that little, planet of theirs, the population went up to 196. The significantness of that is Space Jam 1 came out in 1996.
Ah.
So that's like a little throwback. That's a little Easter egg to the original one.
There was a lot of shots in that movie, bro. there was a lot of shots in that movie that I really enjoyed, and I'm gonna reach here, guys. Come here. Don't pull back. I need you to guys come closer. Come closer to your mobiles and your monitor. Don't drop them. And the part when he's robbing, I took that. It could be just me in my head. I took it as a shot at Kyrie Irving. I took it as a shot at Kyrie Irving when he was in Cleveland and he left Cleveland because he didn't want to be Robin. I don't know. He didn't feel comfortable being Robin, and that's what I got from that scene when he just screams out, "I'm Robin!" Like, I'm Robin. I could have been in my own head. I just thought about, whoa, like that could be, because that's how Kyrie was acting. I'm not Robin. I'm just as good as Batman, you know. So I don't know. That was my reach. That was my reach of the movie.
No, it makes sense. It was definitely, if it wasn't to Kyrie, it was definitely about that situation.
Yeah.
It was definitely about that situation.
Yes. There was a lot of shots at Cleveland, which I appreciate. Musically, I think Space Jam 1 got the better sound, got the better music than Space Jam 2, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure.
Not sure.
I believe I can fly.
Space Jam 2 had more hits, but Space Jam 1 had more powerful, bigger music when it comes to like record sales. They had Seal. That's like, because in Space Jam 2 they had Maya, like Ghetto Superstar. Yeah. That song was huge,
back in the day, they always had good music to the movies. That was one thing. Even a whack movie had awesome soundtrack.
True.
You know?
That is true. But Space Jam 1 for me, like their songs were more monumental.
Yeah.
Than Space Jam 2. Space Jam 2, you could bang to it, you could listen to it. But Space Jam 1, it made you really feel like you can fly, bro. Like I was pumping.
I feel you.
Oh, what?
The intro to the game was dope. Before we start comparing, give your opinion.
My opinion, it was better than I anticipated. I ain't gonna lie, LeBron James was a lot better than I thought he was gonna be. Like I thought he was gonna be. I've seen a couple of athletes that look terrible when they're acting, and he actually looked okay. He just had. I think he had a very big movie to overcome. I mean, to try to follow. And I think he did okay. I mean, they weren't trying to duplicate it. It was a sequel. I mean, they mentioned it plenty of times in the movie. It's not like they was hiding it. So yeah, it was good. I liked it.
You felt like it was a sequel?
Yeah, because they mentioned it plenty of times. Like when Bugs Bunny says, "This seems familiar. We done this already." They said that plenty of times in the movie, so they referring to the old one.
Yeah, even Sylvester was like, "It's been 25 years. I thought he aged gracefully." Yeah. Yeah, but the crazy thing is, when he was in the meeting with Algie Rhythm for HBO, he actually said it. He goes, "Yo, athletes and acting don't mix."
And he looks at the camera.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, NBA ball players don't make good actors.
Yep.
And that was a good one. Like he made fun of himself
plenty of times
in that movie. They made a lot of fun of LeBron, and that to me just shows the personality that LeBron has, like the sense of humor he has. When his son Dom goes, "Oh, I get it. My dad is the greatest at what he does," and Don Cheadle algorithm goes, "Well, the jury's still out on that one."
Yeah,
like, come on, guys. Like, what? That wait a minute. Had me crying. It was relevant. That movie was so relevant that it won me. It won me over. The relevancy of that movie with the E3, when they shot out E3, I said, "Whoa, that's huge." With the gaming and the digital world, the computerized, and the future. It's basically the future. It won me over, man. It won me over.
It's true, though, because if anybody makes a shot in the NBA, they're considered better than LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
It's so crazy. Yeah. How you guys like the beginning of the movie, the starting? like the intro of the movie, and when he's like hard on his son, him as a kid.
I like that they switched
done it any better.
I like that they switched it over to like from his father. Before they started with his father, this time was with his mother, so it was kind of realistic. It reminded me because wasn't he like with no father? It was just him and his mother. In real life?
Which one? In Space Jam 1?
Yeah, no, in Space Jam 1, it was him and his father. I remember.
Right.
And in this one, they switched it. It was him and his mother.
Yeah, his pops wasn't around, so that was like realistic as well. That was like his real family.
Yeah, that's what I like.
But also that leads into the thing of teaching moment where his only father figure he had was his coach. So the only way he knew how to be a father was to be a coach, because he didn't have that example of how to be a good father. So in his eyes, he did everything that was taught to him and how to be a father.
And that goes with the story, which is beautiful. It was like, because I don't know if you guys noticed, when the coach, LeBron is repeating what the coach told him when he was young. You got to be, in order to be great, you got to put in that work. Come on, LeBron, you got to put in that work. And he takes the video game and he throws it in the garbage can. Fast forward, now LeBron is the father telling his son the same lines. In order to be great, you got to put in that work, son.
Yep.
So he was raised and brought up that way, with hard work, with that Mamba mentality, with the hard work pays off type of mentality. And I guess the generations have changed, where now in this era, this generation, even though you still have to put in that great work, but it could be with anything. It doesn't have to be just sports, you know what I mean? Or basketball. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of lessons that they teach in this movie. That
it was a lot.
Yeah, that if you sit down and watch it, it's like it's a good movie for these young kids, because that's pretty much what it's for. Like, our generation didn't need another Space Jam, but this generation does.
Right. I think Don Cheadle did his thing.
Oh, he killed it.
To sum it up for you in very few words, Space Jam 2 ultimately was for the culture.
Yeah.
Space Jam 2 was for the culture, which also won me over, and I appreciate it more. There was a lot of minorities in that movie that had light and that had shine. It was beautiful.
Oh,
I loved it.
And if you think about it, like, if we're gonna compare, Space Jam 1 was almost like a story of Jordan in between the gap of him being retired for the first time and then him coming back to basketball. Where this is a story of his kid finding himself and him finding himself out of basketball for his family. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's why you can't really compare the two movies, because they're two completely different movies.
It's completely different. Completely different.
I agree.
And one is still relevant to his real life, where I know you guys, Bronny, guys, you know Bronny. He's part of FaZe Clan, which is an esports organization. So that story was a little, not a jab, it was more a little a biography on his son and his upbringing, in terms of, maybe if my son decides to go the gaming route, please don't be so hard on my son, expecting him to be the next LeBron James. He likes basketball, he's good at basketball, and he could be all great talent, like he said in the movie, but if he wants to do gaming, that's also fine, which teaches great parenting. Like, you can't raise your son to be another you. It has to be just another life. So that was also dope. That was also mad cool. I enjoyed it. What's one thing you guys don't like about the movie?
The fact that they didn't use his real kids. I wish they used real Bronny. Why not real Bronny, son? What's up, man?
Yo, he had a tournament. He had a Call of Duty Warzone tournament. He couldn't partake.
My fault to cut you off. So
no, go ahead. Because that's I was wondering. I was like, yo, how dope would it have been if he had his real kids in there?
Yeah.
But the one part of the movie I didn't like, and I know it's a video game, But yo, they did so many double dribbles. It's not even funny, bro. It's like everybody and their mother did the fucking fast dribble, picked up the ball, and said, "All right, let's start playing." And started dribbling again. I'm like, damn, son, where's the ref?
Oh, was calling it. My ball.
Yeah, they were playing old school basketball, so that goes to prove that LeBron could play back in the day with all those non-fouls. Right? Yeah, for real, the non-foul basketball that they used to play back in the day with Jordan and Pippen and Ewing. LeBron proved he could play it.
But that closes the gap between old school and new school. When LeBron was first playing his son's game, he was like, "This ain't basketball." You know, and someone's like, "Yeah, it is. It's just cooler now." You know, with style points, you get a posterized combo points. So like everything, the build up was to the storylines were good, man. They well done. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
You know, not for nothing, it's also a little montage because it's kind of NBA Jam-ish.
Yeah. Yeah.
All they needed was a "he's on fire."
Yeah. Mad montages, bro.
Oh yeah.
LeBron's an old soul, so I know what he was doing in this movie, and I appreciate it so much. Did you catch the fourth wall? Did anyone catch the fourth wall?
No.
Did anyone catch it? When they're about to steal Marvin the Martian's ship, Bugs Bunny says something. I think the line when he goes, "This sounds familiar." When he talks about like he needs his help and whatever, and he goes, "This sounds familiar." Right there, LeBron looks at Bugs and goes, "Who you talking to?"
Oh yeah. I caught that.
And Bugs is looking at us, and you hear LeBron go like, "Yo, who you talking to?" I was like, "Oh, gold." I picked it up like the third time I saw it. I said, "Oh, I never noticed that." He acknowledged the 4-4, like, "Yo, who are you talking to?" He's talking to us.
Yep.
That's little things like that. I find cool.
Did you catch anything like that, Show?
No, I just caught a lot of like the reference to other stuff. A lot towards the Matrix. Like I didn't know the Matrix was coming out until I saw this movie. I was like, why? Then I typed in the Matrix. Oh, they got a new Matrix movie coming up. Ooh.
Yo, that grandma's gangster.
Did anyone catch that? When LeBron was falling to the Looney Tune world and he passed by the Zion rave in Matrix.
Oh yeah.
Was it Matrix 2 with the Zion, the rave, the crazy party? He went through that. Yo, like I don't know if you guys heard the music and the people partying. I said, "Oh."
Did you see the agent behind Algae Rhythm in the crowd? And the Algae Rhythm started going crazy. He's like, "Yo, this guy's going insane." He goes, "I'm not going insane. You're going insane."
Yep.
Yeah, that was the only line in the outside crowd besides King Kong with his little that actually had one of those characters.
There was a lot of shots, man. My favorite line from Don Cheadle when they're in the server, when they just got sucked into the Matrix. What in the Matrix hell? He mentions the Matrix a lot in that movie. I think that's one of his favorite movies. And they take and Dom, his son, disappears and goes, "What do you do to my son?" And blah 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 blah. And Don Cheadle goes, "Whoa, like you're not the king here." He said, I'm the king here. I'm not your coach. That was another shot at LeBron's coaches. Like, I'm the king here. I'm not your coach. Like, you're not going to treat me like you treat your coaches in real life. Expendable and, you know what I mean? Like, no, you're going to listen to me. That wasn't a shot, bro. I don't know what was.
That was crazy.
I'm the king here. I'm not your coach. Oh man, that movie was
hilarious.
Don Cheadle killed it, bro. He killed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, quick question, because you guys are more into the NBA than I am. Is Damian Lillard considered the king stopper, or was that just something he called himself when he entered the game?
I think that was something. He'll know better.
Yeah, that's new. That's new. I never heard that before.
I don't think there is a king stopper. There's nobody that can stop a king stopper.
Because that was another shot.
Yeah,
and I don't know why. Because Damon never eliminated LeBron in the playoffs, but
nope.
I don't know. I think the Lakers took out the Blazers one year in the playoffs. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to Google that. But no, he's not no King Stopper at all.
Now I just found it funny how he comes in. His King Stopper's here. It's like, hold on, wait. Was he dubbed that? Like, is he that nice?
Nah. AD bot was funny though, with the one eyebrow.
Oh yeah. It's time for your eyebrows to separate. What's wrong with my eyebrows?
Sounded like them too. Right? They did their own voices.
I think so. Yes. They did. They did. That's how the part where Michael B. Jordan showed up got ruined. Because my brother's like, "Yo, are they doing their own voices?" And he looks at him and goes, "Oh, Michael B. Jordan's in this." And then Sylvester, I found Michael Jordan. It's like, God damn,
was hilarious. Because I don't know if y'all did, but once he said it, it was like a little hope. Like, it would be so dope.
At first, I thought so too, and I was telling Toe before the movie came out that I told him, like, yo, I heard rumors that Michael's gonna do a cameo, son. He's gonna do a cameo. And so when they said, yo, I found Michael Jordan, I said, this is it. Then I saw the sneakers, and I said, those are not Jordans. Those are not Jordans. I don't know. What are those?
Yeah, for real.
Michael B. Come on, bro. I know he got some cash in there.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And that's when I knew. I knew it wasn't Jordan, but then again, I'm like, who the hell is this? And then, Michael B. Jordan, my favorite actor of all time.
What's going on, Bigfoot?
My favorite actor. One thing I did enjoy from the Looney Tunes perspective, Speedy Gonzalez gave me that Octane feel. I don't know. Call me crazy?
Or does Octane give you the Speedy Gonzalez feel?
Correct, because Speedy Gonzalez came first.
True.
You know?
No, absolutely. But I think, yeah, either or.
Yeah.
I know in that scene with the Matrix when he's like, oh, hey, Reba, doing his stuff. Mm-hmm. I did think, that's mad Octane-ish.
No, yeah, I hear you. But for kids, first, for kids that don't know Speedy Gonzalez, they're definitely going to be like, yo, this Octane. Right. But the one thing I want to point out is that they didn't like say it to our faces, but they showed that the Looney Tunes would have been the best choice to have as a team when there's no rules. Because Superman can't duplicate balls. You know what I'm saying? No. The Iron Giant can't, run to the speed of light like, Wild Coyote with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, all those other people that LeBron wanted would have just been people with, in the way.
Right.
Because the Looney Tunes did play basketball before.
They did. They know how to play ball. That's why I found it weird. Like, why they acting like they don't know how to play basketball when they all played before?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When Lola's teaching them layups, that scene, I was like, you guys ain't follow up, or you guys are inconsistent with this. With the you guys played 25 years ago.
Yeah,
right?
they ain't about that life.
Mentioned it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was a little miss up right there.
Yeah.
If they would have said, all right, let's shake off the cobwebs and let's bring it back like we did before, or made any kind of reference to it, it would have been more reasonable and logical, at least, Oh
yeah, I hear you.
Well, that was a little slip up. Why are they learning how to play basketball again? I mean,
So for y'all, if y'all start playing basketball right now for 25 years,
butter.
Do you need somebody to teach you?
Nope. Butter.
Nah.
Butter.
I gotta train again.
Butter.
I gotta stretch. But the shot don't go nowhere. Nowhere.
My shot's gonna go over the backboard. I did that once. There was one time I was like, I didn't play for a couple years, and I went to Orchard Beach. Not to Orchard Beach. FDR, that little park there we was playing, and I was like, yo, for 3. That shit went for 6 because I threw that shit behind the backboard. Yeah. I was like, don't give me no more guns.
Kobe and Jordan at the same
time. That's how Superman would have shot the shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, did you guys hear the criticism that Babs Bunny or Lola Bunny wasn't sexy enough?
Babs Bunny was in this?
Well, did you guys hear that? That people were tight that she wasn't sexy enough?
I heard that was on purpose though. That was done purposely to take away the sexism in this movie.
Mm-hmm. You see that? I heard Bugs Bunny's not even chasing her like that no more.
No, just but they gave the indication that he's still in love with her. When he gives the big check off, and when Lola and LeBron goes, Bugs, you're not coming. When they recruited everybody, and he does a big check next to her name, the biggest check next to her name, and goes, I wouldn't miss it for the world, and runs to the ship. That was the indication that he still loves her and still wants her.
And the fact that they were the first person she was the first person they went to, or the second? Daffy was the first one, right?
Daffy was the first one, because it was after the St. Robin. It was Daffy, Pig, and then that's it. I'm mad Marvin the Martian wasn't in this movie, man. Exactly, yo, sweet, yo, exactly. He was like, yo, Bugs Bunny can't be thirsty anymore. Sexual harassment. Pepe Le Pew couldn't be in this movie because they canceled him because of that.
Which I don't understand, bro. It's a cartoon.
So they had to play it safe, you know? But Marvin the Martian not being the referee again kind of hurt me.
What, he wasn't too busy,
even part of the movie.
He was too busy underneath the spaceship.
Was he?
Yeah. Remember they stole his spaceship, and then the thing came under, and he was knocked out. And then after halftime, he came out and they did it again. Yeah, they dropped the shit on him.
I was so mad. He wasn't part of it. And then the next scene, right when they steal his ship, Bugs Bunny has his helmet on. I said, "What? Wait, what?"
Yo, can we talk about that rap battle?
Before we do, yes, I would love to talk about that rap battle because I need to pull up the lyrics to that because I don't know I don't know what he was saying. I don't know if you guys know this, and I found another. It was ironic to me. On the board, when LeBron James first tells Bugs, "We need to assemble a team. I need Superman and King Kong." That white board, right? He had, I think it was Superman, King Kong,
and the Iron Giant.
He had Iron Giant. He had Trinity from Matrix, another Matrix reference. He had Trinity there, and Batman. Now he had skills right next to their names. He had agility, speed, power, and shooter, and he had lines for from the superhero to their agilities. He had Superman go to agility. He had King Kong go with speed and power. I was like, okay. He had Batman to shooter. Look, Batman doesn't shoot anything.
Yo, he throws those fucking batarangs, bro.
Think so? That was it? You think that's why he got him as a shooter with the aim?
They would
have Trinity. I thought he would have Trinity.
True. Unless they're going to have Batflick, Ben Affleck Batman.
That's true.
Because, he's a shooter.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, gun. He is a shooter.
Yeah.
I noticed that. It was only one line, like, shooter. I think Trinity had agility and, like, speed. Like, it was cool. And then I saw that, and I was like,
That's true. No one shoots a grappling hook like Batman.
No one does. You're right. You're right. I'm out of pocket. I'm disrespecting Batman. I'm sorry, Batman. You're right.
No, but yeah, yo, Porky fried them.
Yo, that moment, that scene was Biggie, bro. Come on. LeBron did it for the culture, ladies and gentlemen. I swear to God, that was so cultural. That whole movie was. My man said, yo, fry him. I said, oh. I said, get him. My man just said, fry him. I said, all right, go ahead. That's
how it works.
He just started freestyling. Yo, bro, I lost it. I was like, yo, this is so dope.
Yeah, he went after him.
There was a good balance of cartoon and real life and digital life. They did it. It was well balanced, man. I give them props for that. It wasn't too much LeBron, which I'm also thankful for because he could have ruined the movie.
This is true.
They gave him enough. You got your parts. That's it. The rest was basketball and him being a Looney Tune. That was it. It was only the beginning of a little acting, then the voiceover, and then back to basketball.
No, yeah.
That was it.
And he didn't have too many co-stars outside of the Looney Tunes. Where Jordan had Bill Murray and his gopher.
Yeah, mad people. Yeah, mad people. That's why I'm saying Don Cheadle did a great job because he did all of it. You know, he carried it for everybody.
The victory. I got it.
Yeah, I swear to God, it went perfect. It went perfect. Perfect.
That's dope. Let's pay one person all the money, or two people with LeBron, and everybody else is cheap.
The ending was dope. They ended it at E3. I was like, yo, that's love to the esports community, man. For all the gamers out there, like that showed so much love in a movie so big like Space Jam. Like that was a big video game movie for these kids.
No, for real.
Know? And they inspired kids to make more games.
They even said it. The announcer with Bernie, he was like, "See, kids, it does pay off to play video games."
Yes, yo, and that was another gem they dropped. I said, "Oof, I caught that one too." Like, see, it does pay to play video games. Like, video gamers, yo, guys, we're not considered losers anymore. You know how big that is? You know what I like used to go through? I'm going home to play video games. Ew, come outside. It's like, yeah, dude, but I like my video games as well. Like, what the hell? Like, we used to get scrutinized back then. Video games. You was the nerd. Now it's cool to play video games. You know what I mean? It's cool to become a professional esports player. Yo, what?
What's your tweet?
Fortnite giving out millions.
How many followers you got? What's your
Yes, we told that to my wife. Yo, put it in the chat.
No, but
put V in the chat. That's funny. No,
but it's true though, sweet. It's like, when at work people are like, yo, what do you do? It's like, yo, I stream. I play video games and I stream to my community. And they're like, what? And then after it became big, they're like, yo, how much money can you make from that? I was like, don't ask me those questions now. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you wasn't shooting with me at the gym.
Fact,
yeah, now once we can get wrestling to be like esports, then we'll be chilling. I wouldn't be half a loser.
I'm about to invest in some esports stocks, bro. I'm about to rank up. In 10 years, esports is gonna blow, man.
Let's hope.
Yes.
Because with the cheaters and hackers on Call of Duty, bro.
Yes.
I can see them ruining it for everybody.
And Activision better get their game up.
Yeah.
But they're in trouble. They're in another trouble, like personal issues on their own.
But before we go to far left outside of the movie realm, you guys want to compare it to the first Space Jam? What's going on, Jay? Oh,
yes,
Cavs, what's going on, Cavs?
After this break, yo, guys, let me go to the bathroom real quick.
All right, cool.
Open the water. No.
What's going on, Cavs? How you doing? Yo, bro, see these extra little Space Jam things? That's for y'all. That's for you and Lay. But yeah, man.
No.
I hear you. Yo, man, so far we gave our opinions on Space Jam. We hit the little gems up of, the lessons that they said. We're about to compare it to the original Space Jam movie. Show, you got anything else you want to say?
Did you guys catch the little reference to all the WB other movies? Like all the other characters that they incorporated from all their other shows.
Oh yeah, I've seen it, and most of it was in the crowd. Like I saw all the Batmans. It's funny. Yeah. It's funny because you had Batman, Robin, Catwoman, and like the Joker on one side, and then like the Penguin and the real bad guys that were outcasts. Because not all Batman villains are outcasts, but those outcast ones were with Algae Rhythm. You ever notice that?
Yeah. Because
like Agent Smith was behind them. And then the Penguin was behind them. A lot of the people that were behind Algae Rhythm were like outcasts. You know what I'm saying? They weren't a part of the actual culture. Go ahead, Show.
No, I said that's dope. I'm just agreeing with you.
No, that is dope because it matched his character. Yeah. In the beginning, when he was outcast, no one appreciated his work or whatever, his work ethic, his creativity. So it's kind of dope.
Yeah, man, you can dissect this movie and get so many lessons from it. Like I said, it doesn't have to be an Academy Award-winning acting job, but the fact that there's such a strong story and there's so many little innuendos and so many little hidden messages that if you really paid attention to it, you can learn from it.
so many directions you can go with it.
Oh yeah, and I enjoy that shit. I enjoy that. Watching, seeing that dynamic.
It was dope. I'm telling you, man. Yo, Cabs, Space Jam 2. I know you're not gonna watch it, and it's fine. It's fine, bro. But yo, just hear it from me. LeBron did it for the culture, bro. No. LeBron did it for the culture, bro. He did it for the culture. And I think he did a good job representing.
Yeah, it's funny. Cabs goes, people want a ball player to give them an Oscar-worthy performance like Jordan did. Nope.
Oh, yeah. Psych. I just saw Space Jam. I was like, wow. Damn, Jordan.
But you
did it for the check.
I was gonna just put show. What was your favorite connection to the other movies since you brought it up?
My favorite connections? The Flintstones. Oh, Rick and Morty. Oh, Rick and Morty, dude. That was my favorite. I went crazy.
Nice.
Rick and Morty? He said, what is this thing? That part was funny, too. I enjoyed that part when LeBron was telling Tasmanian Devil to do his thing.
Yeah,
he was like, Taz. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's funny how he spun the court and then Algie was like, he's cheating. Like, motherfucker, you've been cheating this whole game. Yeah, Cavs, you should definitely give it a watch, man. Just watch it with an open mind, bro. You'll enjoy it as much as we did, man.
Yo, Cabs, it's for the gamers, man. It's for the gamers. That movie is for the gamers. Like, he shed so much light on that. Like, it's not even funny. What he teaches these kids. Yeah, we do, Grandma. What he teaches these kids, it was a valuable lesson, man. I really, really appreciate that.
Yo, Sweet said he did it for the check. I don't think there's a check big enough for LeBron to do that kind of movie.
He got his checks, man.
Yeah, I honestly think he did it as a fan because, not for nothing. If I was the next Jordan and everybody was comparing me to Jordan and all that other shit, I would want to do Space Jam also, bro. Because that's another way he's connected to Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan is LeBron's favorite player. I don't know a lot of people don't know that. Hello, man. He wears 23. He wants to be the best, probably better than Jordan or compete with G. That was his idol.
Yeah.
He even said it too when Jordan was crushing him, like, oh, you ain't me, or you ain't good as me, whatever. He was like, damn, I'm getting this for my idol. Like, I look up to you, bro. And like, you clowning on me, like, you know what I mean?
That's why they say never meet your idols.
He took that to heart because that's his man's. Like,
Yeah, for real. I would take it to heart too.
He still wears 23. Well, he's gonna change it now to 6.
Yeah. Yo, so Cab said, I'm sorry, Show. He goes, I think the problem is, and again, I haven't watched it. It looks like it's all digitized where the original is real people with Looney Tunes walking around. And that's alone. Well, to be honest with you, Cabs, in the beginning, it's like he's a cartoon in the Looney Tunes, but then he becomes a real person playing. And, the Monstars or the Goon Squad, whichever one you want to call them, they're characters in this digital video game. But there are real people around watching and all that other stuff. So there's a mix. It's not as much as the first one, but there's definitely a mix.
And there's Looney Tunes, too, in the background. Like the Flintstones were there and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It was a good mix. But my con of that was there were so many distractions in the background where you can get lost looking in the background instead of looking at the movie or the basketball game. Because I caught myself at times trying to see who I can spot as an Easter egg or see who I know, and I'll miss seconds or little pieces of the movie trying to focus on who's out there and who's not.
Yeah.
There was a lot of commotions in the background, and they kind of focused on that as well, because like every shot you see people screaming, like you see it. So that was it. Besides LeBron's acting, I'm not gonna take it serious. His script was like 2 pages, which I applaud. Thank you. Yes. See, he had like 2 lines, so it was dope. That was it.
I'll tell you one thing though. I'll give you a chance to talk. But the one thing I noticed was that LeBron's little move, his little shake and bake step back shot. The only one that actually did it nice was Bugs.
At the end, right?
Yeah, everyone else just looked like they moved to the side and shot the ball.
In and out, crossover, step back, shoot.
Yep. Bugs is the only one that actually did the move.
That's slow too. That was the longest 6 seconds ever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, show. State your business, cuz.
I was gonna allude that the graphics, the CG or whatever they used, it was a lot better.
It better be. It's 2021, baby. It better be. If not, I would have been disappointed.
COVID didn't fuck up everything.
Yeah, we can still work digitally with COVID. You know, COVID is not a bug in a computer. So I'm happy for that. And they looked really good and digitized. Like, they looked really good. Like, you could tell, you could see the hair on them.
I kind of preferred that a little bit.
Yo, it was looking dope. It looked dope. They did a good job, man. They did a good job for what it is. It's good, man. It's really good.
Yeah. Cap says, you know, you was an actor way back in the day. He's talking to you, cuz.
Yeah, we were.
He was in Boys in the Hood. He was just, there was no cameras around.
I was in something realer, right, Cap?
Mm-hmm. He was in Cops.
Damn, bro.
America's Most Wanted.
Nope. I was a good kid, man. I was a good kid. You know? We grow up, man. Anyway, Space Jam was awesome, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, back to Space Jam.
Yo, go watch it, man. Go watch it. I promise you. It's a rough start, but it takes off a little bit of turbulence after takeoff, and then it's smooth sailing from there.
Yep.
That's the best way I can put it.
And that's the review, but now I want to get into the fantasy realm. What up, Pootie? Where we have the script. We're in the minds of the boardroom making up the story. Now, Cruz, if you want to start or show you want to start, I'll let you start. But basically, yo, what would you have want to see in there? What would you have put in there? Like, if you was in control of this whole thing, what would it be? Because it could be either the whole movie or one part of the movie. If you guys want some time, I can start, and then I'll let you, catch up, or you want to just go?
They should have added more LeBron-ish type of things, like Taco Tuesdays.
They added that in the end.
They did, but I thought they was gonna emphasize it more. Like, to be honest with you, like in the very beginning of the movie, when the wife comes out and goes, "Oh, dinner's ready," I was expecting a Taco Tuesday, but she said spaghetti, and that's when LeBron hit me with the, "Oh, my favorite." I said, "Okay."
Yo,
I said, "All right, what's going on here?"
You just smacked me with the epiphatry, Grills.
An epiphany?
Yeah, the epiphatry. Yo,
we say I like epiphany over here.
Yo, bro, think about this.
What?
LeBron James in the beginning of this movie there was no fun. There's all work, right? And then at the end of the movie, he has fun, and then Taco Tuesday. That's his career.
Yes.
Oh.
In the beginning of his career with the Cavs, he was all work, trying to get a championship, putting in the work, not having any fun. Then he became the bad guy, where he was the bad guy towards his son and Algie Rhythm.
Heat, the villain.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he went back to Cleveland and started having fun when he won the championship. And now look, and that's when all the Taco Tuesday shit started.
That's when everything, because he just said, "Yo, it's whatever. I just have fun with it." Even the same talks I tell you, "Yo, we gotta have fun with it.
Yep.
We have to go back to having fun with it." And look, that's another one right there.
Yeah, and
There's so many of those.
And I gotta do this for the culture, bro. But the reason that, like, they just made me realize that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, dude, because I didn't even think of that until you started saying it, like the Taco Tuesday. I was like, he didn't really do that until blah blah blah. And I was like, yo, this movie is like a chronological order of his career.
Yes, remember, he was a jerk. He was serious. Do you remember what fun is, Dad? I know what fun is. Do work in order to be great. You gotta do work. You gotta put in work. When Algie Rhythm was Steve Jobs and he turns into LeBron and goes to be great, you gotta put in work. Yo, I lost it. They was just mimicking. Yo, it was so funny to me, man. Like the acting was fun. Everything was funny.
Yeah.
But in a good way. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, this is stupid. But I enjoyed it.
Nah, I hear you. Yo, if you want to keep going with what you would put in, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Nah, it's all good. I was trying to think while I was talking.
Yeah, Pooty, it's worth it.
Hey, Diva.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe more Looney Tunes? More Marvin would have been nice. Just as a homage, because he was in the first one, he was a referee, you know?
No,
or
yeah.
if he would have been an extra referee, and then he would have had competition with the other referee. Like, you know what I mean? Like, be Marvin the Martian, have him ref, but be on the Looney Tunes side and favor them, and then the other robot favor Algae Rhythm, and then they have their own little whistle battle. Like, I think it would have been cooler.
That would have been dope. Yeah, that would have been dope.
You know what I mean? There was only one ref there, so I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yo, there's one part, and I think I mentioned this to you, Krills, or I mentioned this to my brother. There's one part that I would have loved to seen in this, and it's when Ernie is looking at the phone, and he's like, yo, LeBron just tweeted something out, and he opens it up, and the game's about to start, and you see Charles Barkley walk up behind them and go, nope, not again, and you just see him running away from the phone, and then Ernie gets sucked into the phone.
Yes.
Because, yo, that would have been the ultimate, like, throwback to, like, he remembers when he got his talent taken away by the Monstars. Nah, not today, sir. Not today.
That would have been the icing on the cake, bro. That would have been the cherry on top.
Oh, yeah.
Even if he would have been in his own home or playing golf, because he's iconic with that, playing golf, and someone sees something like, and someone show him like, oh, look at this basketball game going on, and he looks, sees the cartoons like, oh no, and throws the phone and runs off the golf cart, like get on the cart and drive away, like no, get away. Or, you know, that would have been cool.
Yo, or like somebody's watching, is like, yo, LeBron's playing basketball with the Looney Tunes, and you just hear Jordan's voice go, bro, that's like 25 years ago, bro. Or something like that's an effect. Like, you don't see Jordan, but you hear his voice.
See, I was going to say...
Move the cup,
Jordan,
show.
I was going to say... sorry about that.
No, that's all right.
I was wondering why I didn't have my cup where I usually put it. But I was going to say, I would have wanted like a digital young Jordan from the first movie to be the old boss, the last boss.
The last
boss.
Like, instead of Don Cheetah.
Set up for Dame Time?
Yeah, like him.
That would have been dope.
I didn't even
gotta finish. Ooh, Michael.
That would have been cool. I think that's one thing they could have added a little bit more. They did homage already for the first one, but if they would have had more like more iconic lines from Space Jam 1, like let's say somewhere in Space Jam 2 they're playing golf and someone just mentioned, oh yeah, they finally fixed this divot.
Yo,
took them a while.
I was gonna say,
and like little subliminals like that would have been awesome, like dope, man. Like they finally fixed the divot, like you know what I mean?
He's fixing a divot.
That would have been cool. Yeah, that would have been cool.
That would have been cool, bro.
That would have been mad cool. But besides that, bro, I like the movie, man. So you want to compare?
Well, all right. One last question, then we'll compare. How do you feel about the players that they use for the Monstars? Would you have changed any of them?
Yeah, but I didn't mind because I was so caught up with their cartoon characters that I didn't care who was playing what. Like it looked cool, like regardless. You know, like Wet Fire, I didn't know. I didn't know it was Klay Thompson, but if it was Klay or not, it didn't matter because Wet Fire, that character alone was dope. You know, so that's how I saw it.
I hear you.
Yeah, and they showed love to the WNBA, which is another message because LeBron is a big fan of the WNBA. Like he goes to their games, he sits courtside and he watches like WNBA ball players. Like it's crazy. He's a big fan of them, and he added them to the movie, which is pretty cool. It shows the diversity. There's a lot of diversity in this movie, which is dope.
No, yeah, I enjoyed that. You had the White Mamba, and then I'm not too familiar with the Spider.
She's a White Mamba in the WNBA, though. Yeah,
that's also a little homage to Kobe.
Yeah,
you know, because she's named after Kobe. So like that's
supposed to be Gigi.
Yeah, yo, that'd have been crazy. I was gonna mention that, but I didn't want to bring it up just because you know.
Nah,
but if you wanted to go. I mean,
not?
imagine.
Show me love, show respect.
Yeah, but imagine if she was around. I would have put her in the movie.
She had to be in that
movie,
man.
My son and Kobe's daughter on the same team. Like, that would have been cool. That'd have been dope. Or maybe not her, but someone referenced to her.
Right.
That'd have been dope.
Yeah. The game winner could have been different. The game winner, it was similar to one, but
yeah, it was a little similar.
More futuristic. That's all. That was it.
But it was cool though. I enjoyed the fact that it was similar but not completely the same.
Right.
You know, so it was like, all right, if he would have stretched his arm out and did a little gloop.
Yeah. But once he went up for the dunk, I did the again. We're gonna go here again. Like I wonder how he's gonna do this one.
Yeah.
Like flashback from the first one was already kicking in. Once I saw him jump, I was like, oh, he's gonna end it with a dunk again. You know what I mean?
As long as you didn't hear the at the end of that little thing, you'd have been all right.
I would. Boom. I would have lived.
All right, so let's compare it to the first one. First off, do you guys like which one do you like more? If there is one that you like more, this first one or the second one?
Can I say something before you do that?
Yes, you can.
Quick question. I would have personally preferred if the Monstars would have been a little more similar to the old ones. I don't know why. The old ones were iconic to me. I used to love the look of the old Monstars.
They showed love to the old ones.
True.
But they were the Monstars in part 1. They were involved heavy in the movie, not in Space Jam 2. Their Monstars, they only showed up at the end.
True.
And or when Dom shows how he created the video game, you know, like, hey Dom, can you make a special mode for me, Dame time? Like, and then that was it. Where in Monstars, they started in the beginning, you know, so they were a huge part of the movie.
Yep.
That was a huge part. So that's why I think that's how we got to enjoy the Monstars more. You know, they ain't showed too much love with these.
And LeBron was more of a cartoon in this movie, more cartoonish.
Did you like that?
I didn't see Jordan as a cartoon.
No, he wasn't.
I enjoyed it. It looked similar. It was a lot. It made it different from the first one. It was needed.
It was more up to date for me. The storylines in both movies were powerful, man. Very powerful. I just feel like the storyline and the premise for part 2 or the messages in part 2, like that's it right there. They had so many messages in part 2 than part 1. Part 1 was just straight across the board, like believe in yourself. You know, there's no special juice in this water bottle. It's water. It's you that you got to believe in. And that's always a good thing. That's always a good message to spread to the kids or to anybody, even adults. And so, I feel like Space Jam 2 had more, more hidden messages or premise storyline to it.
You know, if you're gonna compare the messages for at least during the game for part 1 and part 2, part 1 was you don't need anything to make you special. You already are special. And part 2 was. It was mostly like, we know we're special, just let us be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like part 1, like you had to convince people like, yo, you're better than what you are now. Like you can do so much more. You're holding back or you're limiting yourself. Where part 1 is like, I know I could do so much better, but you're stopping me. And that's kind of like how the culture was. Like back in the day, you know, people needed a lot of encouragement to do stuff like that. You know, like we was all playing Halo or whatever. We would have never been like, yo, I'm going to stream this. Nah, we'd been like, nah, we just playing where there's so much more you can do. But now it's like, I'm going to stream this, like, but you suck. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like we're 180. And it's dope. It's kind of dope.
Yeah, man. It hit. This one hit home. I like it. It was good with you, show.
No, I was saying the millennials. I agree with what Toe was saying.
Yeah. It's different generations.
Yeah, it's to the times.
100%.
They did a good job.
All right, so show. Was there one in particular you liked more? Or you know,
I'm biased. I'm sorry. Don't ask me that question.
So you like the original?
It's my favorite player. It was young Jordan. He looked so magnificent, and he was wearing the Space Jams. Ooh, I got those. Oh man, how you like the sneakers? Well, I don't know. Did he wear the sneakers? Because I saw they had a sale on Nike for Space Jams. I was wondering if it's the same sneakers he had on in the movie.
Which ones are you talking about?
So he wore more than one sneaker. I mean LeBron.
And LeBron? Oh, okay. You're talking about LeBron. Nah, he only wore those the orange ones at the end. In the beginning, I think he had regular Air Forces.
I know. I thought he was gonna have like iconic.
Nah.
Iconic to sell, like the Space Jam LeBrons, because they were selling some called Space Jam. So I thought it might have been the ones he wore.
Right. My favorite, I don't have a favorite. I like them both. I do like them both. But I would have to go with the second one. Not strongly over the first one, but they're still neck and neck with me. I have to let go of my past because I loved it in the past, and it's hard to like let go of that. But I have to let go. This is a new one. We're moving forward. Like it literally is a new legacy, which I am proud of that to keep it going. Because next thing you know, Space Jam is gonna be forgotten. Like everything is gonna be forgotten or not thought out as much, you know?
Yeah.
Or thought of as much. So now when this one came aboard, now it's like, ooh, Space Jam is like back on the map. Like this is the talk of the town right now. And I'm happy, you know, because it started with Jordan and with LeBron. And I hope another legend in the future, someone great, can carry the torch and do another Space Jam and do it every generation. I think every 25 years or so, every 20 years, I think that's dope. Do not let the kids forget about Space Jam, you know?
No, I hear you.
That's my opinion, you know? So it hit home. It was cool, man. I liked it. I will go with part 2, though. Okay. I will go with part 2.
Are you being like me biased, or are you?
I'm not being biased at all. Okay. Out of GP general principles, I laughed more with Space Jam 2. I genuinely laughed. I chuckled a few times in Space Jam 2 with the jabs, or he left Cleveland, or he was abducted by aliens, or the Knicks. Like those little jabs for me were funny, and like it was a sense of humor thing for me. So I enjoyed that more. Where Michael Jordan in Space Jam, he was more firm. It was the cartoons being funny. You know what I mean? Like that was the comic relief, and Newman was the comic relief, you know. So that's my take on that.
I hear you.
I just thought of something. So imagine we watching it as adults, so we understand the little jabs that are going on. But imagine our kids. Well, you don't got kids. Imagine our kids at our age. What age were you when you watched Space Jam 1? I'm gonna say 9.
9? Nah.
I'm gonna guess.
I think I was 8 because it came out in '96. So I think I was 8.
There you go. So 8. I'm gonna say about 10.
I was like 11.
10, 11, 8.
I was like around 11 when I seen that.
You think a 10, 11, 8-year-old now understood the jabs that were being thrown in the movie that we understood? So when they get to see their generation Space Jam, they're probably not going to like it because they didn't see it the way we saw it. We enjoyed it because we saw all the jabs and we understood it because we're of age. But they're like, who the Cavs? Cool. Like, I don't know what they're saying. Well, nowadays kids are smart. They'll know who LeBron James won titles with. But some kids wouldn't understand that. Like an 8-year-old that was just watching thinking he was watching a cartoon movie might have not understood that. So when he grows up to compare it, he might be a little biased.
Could be.
That's how I feel. Like we didn't understand the Michael Jordan one. We just enjoy it as kids.
Well, to be honest, they make movies like that. So, like even cartoons, they put in the adult stuff, those little jabs, to keep the parents entertained while the kids are entertained by all the theatrics. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we get it now, because all the geatrics and all the like the Looney Tunes stuff is like we enjoy it, but we've seen that before. So we're paying attention to the actual script and everything else. So when he says, "Oh, it could have been the Knicks," we was like, "Oh shit!"
Like,
Yeah, but the kids are like the Knicks, and then it's like, "Yo, he's in the computer." You know what I'm saying?
I didn't watch basketball.
Yeah,
I didn't know the computer's black.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
That
bro,
was funny.
yo, I'm telling you, this movie gave me chuckles, bro. I'm not being biased. It really did.
Yo,
Siri. Hey Siri, can you get me out of here? Like little stuff like that.
That was funny.
Like, what?
LeBron was acting so old because he's around our age. He was acting so old in this movie. It's not even funny, bro.
Hey Siri, he doesn't do that. Like, hey Siri, can you get me out of here?
But yo, real quick, I'll give you my take. The first one, there was so much like influential stuff going on there. Like you have to give it homage. You know, like the fixing the divot, the Bill Murray, never trust an earthling. You know, those things that, you know, where they were all walking and Muggsy Bogues is walking and the other guys behind them are walking. They get hit by the door because they're so fucking tall. Yeah, like, you know, yeah, shit like that. I will always remember those iconic lines. You know, the final game. You know, Babs being sexy or whatever the case may be, but spit shine.
That's the ball.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that, and then at the end you see them playing each other, and he comes back, and the announcer, like stuff like that, will always stay with me as a kid. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff in this movie that will stay with the kids when they grow up.
Of course.
And you know, and in comparison, this movie, like the messages we said, were dope. And also, what I enjoyed was the fact that when like Dame Time came out, he slowed time down, and he took the Roadrunner and he gave him to Wile E. Coyote to eat. I was like, he knows about the Looney Tunes.
Yes.
This isn't a stranger playing. He knows about the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That was a good little wink right there.
And also, like, there was a lot more of realistic shit. Like, LeBron going, what? Like, every time something happened, he's like, how do you get 62 points off a dunk? Style points. Like, you know,
you
Jordan.
could tell he was so old compared to the new generation, which was dope. Because that's him accepting what's coming in the future. That's when he was like, yeah, man, you know what? Let's have fun, man. Yeah, let's be us. He dropped his guard down. And it's not all about work. Yes, you do have to put in work to be great. But at times, you got to do what you love and you got to be you. And this is why we preach that. It's got to be you. Yep. You have to be you.
Because the thing is, if you can put in so much work into something and become great. But once you lose the love for it, it doesn't matter how much work you put into it. It's never going to be fulfilling.
No.
And that's the one thing that you got to learn here is like, you know, like, we put in so much work in the podcast and our streams and all that stuff. But when we put in so much work and we forget the fun, because there were some times that we weren't having fun. We was just doing it. And it's like, yo, we can't be any good. No matter how much we prepare to be great, you can't be good when you're not having fun and enjoying what you're doing.
No. I'm happy we got back to that, man. There was a time, man, streaming was tough.
Oh, yeah.
It was more of a obligation to me. It was more of a job. Like, oh, man, I got to stream now. Like, all right, I got to get the energy back up. And it was hard. But until I said, yo, forget all of that, man. Like, it is what it is. I don't care who's watching, how many viewers are, man, I'm going to just be me. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to enjoy and I'm going to open up and just, it is what it is.
That's it.
You know, because this is something I love to do. And this is like, I enjoy doing this.
That's it.
Like just preaching or communicating with you guys and the fellas and the whole Knucklehead family, man. It's home. You know what I mean? It's enjoyable. It's hard for me to get off. I got to get off because I got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to, but I have to.
Last night, show was preoccupied, but he was coming in and out of the podcast. Me, Lay, and Cabs were having in my eyes, such a beautiful talk about comics. And to be able to sit here with other people that are passionate about that and have a real conversation, it made me feel like we weren't streaming. We were just having a talk. We were just having a conversation.
Right, you forget about that.
Yo, refresh, Vic.
Yeah.
And
I know, Sweet Tooth. Yeah, trust me.
So it's like, you know, that I was ready to go all night. Like Kaz was like, yo, we've been on for 3 hours. Like, yeah, but I'm ready to go for another 6. You feel me? Like, we could do a 24-hour stream of us just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the passionate. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I enjoy. That's where I found my home, because playing games. Not to take away from the movie, review, but playing games is cool. But I only enjoyed the team aspect. I enjoyed playing with y'all. It didn't matter what we was playing. But then when it got to the point where it's like we're playing to be, good at the shit, it's like, yeah, we could be good at it, but so many cheaters, it's like it takes away from the fun. We have to stop being funny to be serious to play this game good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that and I enjoy the fact that they have these little nuances in there, because there's not a lot of movies nowadays that have messages that are that strong. Most of them like hang their hat on the digital aspect or the nostalgia aspect or this or that or this. You feel me?
Right.
Like the we can talk about the new Toy Story in another podcast, but like that wasn't a strong message as the first one, the Toy Story 4. You know what I'm saying? Like the first one was friendship and accepting and everything like that. Where like this one, Bugs loved his people and he didn't want to give up himself. And they went to find himself. Yes.
Even when he was by himself.
And he knew
that's what it took.
And he knew that what everybody else was doing was wrong because they're not the Matrix or Super Duck or whatever the thing is. But he let them go because you have to find out on your own. And he suffered because it's hard to let people go and let them learn on their own, because you can't do shit for them. You can't do shit for other people. They have to learn. You know what I'm saying? They have to find out who they are. And when he got them back and they all accepted the fact that they were Looney Tunes, and LeBron was like, you know what? You're not me. And I can't make you be me. I can't teach you to be me. You have to be you. That message right there, it makes this movie so much better than what anybody can critique.
Yeah.
You can get at the acting, you can get at the digital effects, you can get at this, you can get at that, but you cannot get at the story. You cannot get at the lesson you learned from this. And Don Cheadle was he made this movie, bro. The acting he did it.
Yo, I told you, man. He did a great job. He carried a lot. He had the biggest script out of all of them. So he did his thing. And you could also relate to that when he was in Miami. When they were having trouble and Dwayne Wade sat back like, yo, LeBron, just do you, man. Be you. So that could correlate to the movie Space Jam. And it's funny how everything just comes back in full circle, 360. Like, no matter what you want to portray, or that's just the top layer. Like, deep down inside, that's not you. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And they came back in full circle. And everyone now is a Looney Tune.
Yeah.
And they accepted that.
And that was beautiful. Cab said, and people won't see these messages because it was LeBron saying them.
Exactly. There's a lot of people that don't even want to even fathom the thought of watching it just because it's LeBron James. I was blessed to have both my favorite players make Space Jam, so I'm on cloud 9. I'm good. I got 2 Space Jams, and I take my comment back. I can't pick one over the other. I can't. Those are 2 of my favorite players, man.
No, yeah, I hear you. 2
of my favorite players, and that's why it's hard. It's hard for others because people's favorite player is Michael Jordan. So it's tough to let go of that and accept anything else. If it's not Michael Jordan, it's not Space Jam. You know what I mean? And I respect that. It's no wrong or right answers here.
But, to be honest with you, though, bro, like, I think that argument only fits if it wasn't the Looney Tunes. Because, yes, Jordan was in the original Space Jam, but who made the movie? The Looney Tunes.
The Looney Tunes.
Like, Jordan had, what, 6 lines in that entire movie?
He had a few.
Yeah,
in the beginning, he had a big family moment,
Yeah, I'm exaggerating, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it was the Looney Tunes who made this movie together.
Right.
Hey, whoever just subscribed, appreciate you. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Oh, sister, which we don't discriminate sexuality here.
Not all.
Appreciate you subscribing if that's what happened. I don't know. I don't have the alerts up, but yo.
Yeah, alerts are bugging because I didn't get my alerts from earlier as well. So something's wrong here. No.
Yeah. Yo, quick question. Everybody who can see, how you guys feel about these overlays?
You see?
You asking us?
You, the chat, anybody, everybody.
I like him.
Okay.
I like him.
Space Jam motivated Toe. You could tell how motivated Toe is by his work. This is dope. I like it.
I would like to add a little color to it, but good.
I would change. Well, just one thing. It's not a bad thing. Just the picture of Bugs and Daffy. Maybe just get a little bit more uplifting one. That's it.
Bro, I downloaded 6 pictures. The other 3 pictures I have were GFs that OBS can't read. And I was like, fuck. Yeah, so while you were talking to your chat and we was in Skype, I was trying to get pictures. So that's what, I was like,
all right.
I was like, you know what?
I just noticed them. They looked sad. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
They're making it look like Space Jam was a sad, bad movie. I'm like, no.
Well, it was sad that y'all people haven't seen it yet, Cabs or Pootie.
Yo, it was all right, man. My man said, yo, the computer's black. I said, yo, it was good, man. It was good for what it is. It's, well, you can't expect anything greater than Leonardo DiCaprio here. Come on, man. Let's stop. It was cool, man. I liked it. They did enough. I think they did their job. They did their job.
Better?
But much better.
Yeah. Ooh, just leave the Lola and Bugs there.
Hey.
Ooh, just them two right there.
Hey. Booty.
Hey, don't kill him out. Don't kill him out.
I thought she was prettier in this one.
They dope as fuck.
I got a Looney Tune crush. Chat. You didn't like the clips? That's fine. I think I have a crush on Lola.
Yo, I appreciate that, Kaz. Yo, Krills. Cap says they look sad because you're a King James fan.
Oh, here we go. I knew it, bro. I knew it was coming, yo.
That was Cap, bro. Not Cabs. That was Cap. That was my brother.
Oh, okay. That's something Cabs will say.
Yeah,
that's all. I wasn't expecting it.
Kaz gave me a shout out for the camera work. Yo, last night Skype was freaking out on us, bro. I got kicked from the Skype meeting 3 times. Leg kept getting bigger and smaller. Yo, show kept going in and out. I was like, yo.
Oh, that's normal show though.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's like the comic book podcast had blue squares everywhere. And a big ass Skype logo, but it's alright though. We got it.
They messed up Lola. She looked worse. She looked worse than this one. Oh, come on, Clips.
She's 25 years older.
Yeah, I think she looked way better, especially digitalized.
Oh, yeah.
What? Just a little Dwayne Wade to LeBron. Got you, bro.
Look at Lola. Look at Lola right there on Show's page. You know what I'm saying? That she looked foxy.
Oh my God, that was the original one?
No, that's with LeBron.
Really?
The one that I just picked up is the original one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a bad picture. She didn't look like that in the movie. Am I taking crazy pills?
She looks just like that.
She does?
Well, remember, she was digitized in the new one.
I thought she looked better in the new one.
Well, in the first, the thing is, when you don't have fur, you can make anything look smooth. Like I'm looking at an old picture of her now, and her skin look mad smooth. So I can see why you would think she looked better back in the day. You put fur on her, she ain't gonna be looking all smooth and silky and delicious and shit.
Yeah, delicious.
No,
but I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. I've seen it 3 times already.
Damn.
It watches
like
well.
Original Space Jam.
It watches well.
Yeah, just like Space Jam. I've seen Space Jam religiously, bro, on VHS. Religiously.
Yeah, that's why I put it up there, Kaz. He said it looks like a remake of the original poster. I found out, I was like, you know what? Let's throw some old school shit in there. Did you notice when they were when they got on the court before they got digitized? You notice they were wearing those uniforms, right?
Yeah.
Everyone except for LeBron was wearing the Toon Squad uniforms.
The Toon Squad, OG ones. They brought it back out.
Yep.
That was mad homage. Like there was no hate on the other Space Jam, which I appreciate. You know, like he gave himself the hard critic, and he left Space Jam 1 alone.
Oh yeah, yo.
So I appreciate that.
My brother goes, stop capping. You guys like Granny more. Yo, Granny was gangster in this movie.
Granny killed it. Granny was nowhere near Space Jam 1. This one she was in it, and when they were practicing and she dunked, it was a little foreshadowing because that's how LeBron ended. the game. When she hits the ramp and you hear LeBron goes, where the hell did you get that ramp from? And she's going and then she dunks and lands and goes game. Blouses. Come on, bro. I dropped the mic right there.
Yeah.
What? When she goes game blouses, that's a Dave Chappelle. That's an adult joke that a lot of kids over their heads.
That's a good catch right there. You know, not for nothing.
Blouses. I said, oh.
Yo, not for nothing. To go back to what we would add, because Clips just mentioned this, and you mentioned it before, Pepe Le Pew. Yeah. Imagine if he was in this movie and he was hitting on the white mamba or the spider. I don't know who she's playing. Like what WNBA player is that? Maybe you guys in the chat can help us out. But imagine him hitting on him.
Yeah,
like that would have been a distraction. You know,
that would have been a distraction.
And to be honest with you guys, it's not fucking sexual harassment to hit on a woman.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
There's a way you can do it that is sexually harassing. Don't get me wrong.
It depends how you approach.
Don't get me wrong, but
you can't be. Don't touch nobody. You know.
Like how else are you? How else is someone supposed to know you're interested in them without pointing a gun in their fucking face?
You slide into DMs.
Yeah, right.
No. 2021, bro.
They cut him out of the movie, or they just didn't put him in. And my brother was saying they cut him out.
No, he doesn't exist anymore. Pepe Le Pew does not exist anymore.
He had a line that was a little fishy. Like it was something. I think it wasn't racist. It was something like feminist, and he was saying it. I don't remember to which character, but they took it out. They took it out completely.
Okay. I didn't know that. Yo, Cab says Pepe was aggressive though. I mean, you had to be back in the days, especially.
That's what it was back in that generation, that time.
Yeah, it's not that serious, but
I don't think it was serious, to be honest with you.
And the thing was, like, he was aggressive to the female skunk, which I don't know her name offhand, but not for nothing, she liked that shit. Because if she didn't like it, I don't think he would have did it. Because she was playing with him.
She was playing hard to get. Yeah.
You know, so it's like they were doing the horizontal mambo on screen, and now it's his fault. But that's another topic. You know, that's another podcast.
That's another.
He had a scene. Shit. He had a scene where he hit on a woman and they cut it because the whole thing.
The cancel culture, man. That's
the whole Me Too thing. Okay, all right. Yeah, it was.
Sorry, that's what it was. The whole Me Too thing messed up cartoon characters now, which was smart how Space Jam played it out, because they ain't go out of bounds. You know what I mean? They stayed in the game, so they made Lola more, I guess, regular, as you should say. It wasn't like a sex symbol like in part 1 when she kisses Bugs Bunny and he gets hard like as a cardboard. And he's like, oh, man, I got that. You know, metaphorically, I understood. Adults understood that. But yeah, man. So you ready for the rating or what? Or no, we're not gonna rate this?
We can rate it. Now, how do you want to rate it? Do you want to rate it based off of a kid's movie or just of all time? I guess your own. What is the word I'm looking for? However you want to do it.
Yeah, however, I guess your standards, your categories. If you want to break it down, I mean, to yourself, you could go with actors. Was the acting okay? Was the storyline okay? Was it long enough? Did you feel like it was a long movie? I don't think so.
All right. Sweet said 5-star rating system with comments.
Ooh, sorry, 5-star rating system.
We can do that.
With comments. I'll give it 3.5. I'll give it a 3.5. Solid.
Out of a 5?
Out of a 5.
I was gonna say out of a 10 for Diablo.
Because no, I think it was. It had a little bit of everything in there. They had the cartoons. They had the real life digitalized. They had so many messages in that movie. So many messages. I think if they would have focused mainly on like maybe one or two, because there's different routes you could go with this movie. You could get lost. But either way you go, or either direction or message you want to pick, they're all good. They're all good. Acting sucked. I'm not surprised. Don Cheadle killed it. He did a good job. The Looney Tunes did a good job. Okay. I'm happy Speedy Gonzalez got some more love.
Yeah.
For the culture.
Yo, Krills. Cab says, say your personal score, and then the real deal, remove all the bias scores. So your non-bias is 3.5, or is that your personal score? Because I like that. I like that idea, Cabs.
My personal is a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
That's my personal 4 out of 5. Because LeBron, I'm happy. My man in the movies, it was funny to me. I understood the jokes. It wasn't hard to get. If you know about basketball or LeBron's career, it's easy to pick up on. A lot of jabs, which I loved. I loved the jabs in that movie, man. It made the movie for me. Me being a LeBron fan and him taking jabs at himself was so dope and down to earth to me, which why I love it. I love it. And it shows the sense of humor he has and the love and the joy he has for the game. And I thought that's so cool, man.
No, I hear you. Show, you want to go next or you want me to go?
Go ahead.
All right, so all bias removes score, I would give it a 3 or a 4. Just based off of, the original Space Jam, all the story is set, everything that we mentioned here, it's a good feel-good movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely watch it. If you're a fan of the old Space Jam movie, you'll be a fan of this one. It's enjoyable to watch. I was laughing, and I enjoyed watching it. My personal rating, I would give it, like my brother said, I would give it a 2. Just for the simple fact that if we're going to talk about a movie, right, and I have to critique every movie the same way, and the acting, like you mentioned, it was from LeBron, it felt very stiff, which I'm not expecting him to be Don Cheadle or Denzel Washington coming out here and all that. So you can forgive him for that. But there were a lot of times where the message that they're sending was stronger than the actual acting of it, the portrayal. You feel me? Where I already know, as being an adult and living through certain situations like that, and influencing young kids and allowing people to actually be themselves in my personal life, and trying to be the person that encourages people to be themselves. I already see that. You know what I'm saying? So for people that are not as privy to those experiences, let's say like a Bigfoot or a Brazier or somebody that's just starting on life, they might not get those messages as clear. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So the one way to bring those messages out would be for better acting, right? So because there was a lot of parts that I felt like could have used a lot more emotion. When
the last speech,
the
father to son speech, I expected more from that.
Yes.
That was like, oh, that was it.
That's a perfect example of it. The fact when the kid glitched his game and lost his character, I would have loved to see him freak out because he put in so much work, and that's when LeBron sees like, hold on, wait, this is like real to him.
Right.
That could have been an arc. Like, this game is real to him, and that could have just creaked open that little theory of LeBron, and then he sees it in the game when he's playing. And then that could have been where LeBron was like, yo, if this is real to you, don't let any of these bumps in the road stop you, right? That could have been a bigger message that could have been portrayed through the emotion.
Could have been better.
Yeah. So that's my critique of what I wanted more of. You could have changed nothing in the movie, just had a little bit more emotion from the mother, from LeBron, and even the kid, and it would have been, I think, the same, 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I could see that. If they would have had better actors for the kids, that could have carried LeBron, maybe. Could have helped them with the acting, or probably could have stole the show in those moments of the movie. They could have been way better.
Most definitely.
Way better. What about you, Sho?
I unbiasedly give it a 4. out of 5. Like you guys already alluded to, it was entertaining. It kept me engaged after the beginning. It wasn't too similar to the first one, which I actually wanted it to. I actually wanted it that way. I didn't want it to be the same as the first one. I wanted it to be different, and I wanted LeBron to be his own person. Like I didn't want him to be the same thing Jordan was doing the first one. But it was dope. It was dope to see him, like you guys said, finish with a different move. It would have been corny if he would have done the same fadeaway dunk, I think it was.
Yeah, right. I feel like it had to end on a dunk, right?
Yeah.
There's no other way.
The half court
to end
dunk.
it epically. Yeah, right. My man just went all the way to the Raptors and came down. But yeah, 4 out of 5. That's not bad. That's good.
Yo,
that's pretty good.
Show, I have a question for you.
Shoot.
Did you watch it with your kids?
Yeah.
How did your kids feel about it?
They enjoyed it. Now that's where I was thinking, because I don't think
Bronny, bro.
I don't think they enjoyed it like I enjoyed it or like we enjoyed it. Like those little snippets,
The
Matrix. Yeah, I don't think they were there for that. They were just there for the cartoons and
yeah.
that big man's playing basketball with the cartoons. And I guess that's how we were before. So we became the adults.
Oh, nice, sweet.
Nah, I feel you. Yo, Sweet, how did your daughter like the first one?
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking. But yeah, so show, so they enjoyed the cartoon aspect of the movie.
Yeah, which in turn makes them enjoy the movie. How they actually really enjoy it, I'll find out from them as they grow up and actually have a mind of their own, where it's like, now I understand that. Like, you ever watch the movie that you watched when you was little and it's different to you now age? Well, I've seen some movies where I was like, I can't believe I watched this when I was little. This was Friday used to be my favorite movie when I was little. I was like, wow, this was too much.
Different.
Now I understand.
It hits different.
I didn't understand it before. They was having sex.
It hit different, bro. I saw Space Jam earlier and I did what the hell?
You know what's crazy? People don't realize that. It's like when we watch something and it's like, yo, this is too much for kids. And kids watch it, they're seeing something totally different than what we are.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different.
Mm-hmm. They'll start to understand it later on.
Make sure you teach her those characters.
Yes.
It's imperative. So you have to teach her the culture, bro. Please. Teach her each and every one of them. Make her watch reruns of those cartoons.
So for everybody watching on YouTube, Sweet said that his daughter liked the original one and kept asking who the characters were. But yeah, that you definitely have to teach her that, because that's culture right there also.
That's culture, man. And that's what made me appreciate the movie. It was so cultural, man. Even from the rap battle with Biggie beats on it. It hit a lot. It showed a lot of love to us colored people, man. Like, I'm gonna take it there. It showed a lot of love to that. You know, that line, the computer's black. I said, what? I said, that's ill. Like, that's dope, man. I appreciate it, man. I saw everything. All the messages, all the symbols they threw at us, I caught them all. And that's why I appreciate it way more. You know?
No, I understand completely.
Yeah, I saw it, bro. Yeah. It was so cool. I saw it.
I got a question before I forget. It's for both of you, but more towards Krills, so you two, because I'm pretty sure you would have your own opinion on this. I know LeBron wasn't playing in the league when Jordan made his move, so it's not fair. But who do you see in the league that might be able to be ready in a couple of years to make that move? Part 3. Yeah. Even though it's too soon, like I said,
it is too soon. But it would have to be Wow, man, that's tough. That's a good question.
Why you think? I'll just throw it out there. I would think based off of the way everything's going now and the trajectory of his stardom, I would say Antetokounmpo. But I would no, go ahead. I would say that I would say that we would need someone from the next generation to be in the Space Jam, because it would be too soon for. My brother said Trae Young. I can see that, but it would be too soon for someone now playing to be in a Space Jam movie.
It's hard, man. It's really hard.
Hey,
in terms of finding that next generational talent, like that stand out, like
it would have to be a next LeBron. Lillard?
It has to be, it has to be, because Jordan he was capable. Kobe was capable. Even Tim Duncan and those boys probably were capable to make a Space Jam. Like, you got to be legendary. You just can't pick up a Space Jam script and do Space Jam. I don't think you're not allowed. You have to have a certain status to even consider calling up Warner Brothers. Like, yo, I want to do a Space Jam 3. Like, no way. They'll laugh at you. Like, who, you? Luka? Maybe. And Luka, but the problem with that is, and I don't want to get into politics, but I don't know if you guys already know where I'm going with this, but those international players, I don't know. It would be cool. I'm not denying it. I just don't know how would that play out. That's all.
I got the perfect guy. He's already a cartoon. He shoots from anywhere. Stephen Curry. He already a cartoon. He's Bugs Bunny.
It would be dope to have to start a Space Jam animated series. He shoots jumpers in real life. Like, that's a superpower. Like, I don't know.
Yo, so the people that they're doing on my chat is Trae Young, Lillard, and Cap said Westbrook.
Oof.
Westbrook, the dunk machine.
That would be an angry Space Jam movie.
For real.
With the arms flailed out with the face.
I think KD could do one. KD
don't have no person.
I think having him have like maybe social anxiety. He doesn't like media, social, and then they open him up to that, and now he loves everybody at the end. Yo, he's not as hateful he is on Twitter. Like, you know what I mean? He'll become more passive with people. I don't know.
Kyrie Irving. He did good in Uncle Drew. He did very good in Uncle Drew.
He don't have that status though.
He doesn't. But
to be legendary, not to take away from Kyrie. We all know Kyrie, but his accolades ain't
to be up there with Jordan. No,
yeah, to Jordan alone. Not even just with LeBron alone.
But it would have been dope. It would have been dope if they had him as one of the evil characters.
I thought he was gonna be in there, man. The
Rock and who tag team? My brother said, "What about the Rock and they have a tag team match?"
Yo, you think Kyrie passed Stephen Curry? You crazy?
I could talk about the Space Jam wrestling edition.
Yeah, right.
Like, who would be the Space Jam? Like, The Rock, right? Or Cena?
No. Who? No.
Camera, like,
we'll talk about that tomorrow.
No.
Ooh, the Mellow?
You messed up when you said the name after The Rock. You said The Rock and but anyway, so we'll wrap it up from here, and then if you want to just keep having this talk, we can talk. But
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah. So final thoughts on the movie. Would you expect there to be a third? And also, what movie would you want to talk about next week? Start off show. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, my fault. You could go show. I just make noises a lot. I make a lot of.
I was trying to do what Maverick did during your podcast. I was gonna put him on the spot.
I like it. Final thoughts. I loved it. I definitely would want another one, like Phil's alluded to. That we'll want one every 25 years with the superstar of the league, with the Michael Jordan, who is the originator, with the Michael Jordan of their time, which LeBron James is the GOAT of his time. So in 25 years, I would want to see the movie rebuild again with the GOAT of that time. We don't know who that is because he's probably still in junior high school.
Making. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Little Bronny, maybe, Hey,
I'm 100% on your side, bro. And it'll be cool to have maybe one day have a WNBA player do a Space Jam.
That's dope.
Or like a GOAT of their, like a Lisa Leslie type of legend from WNBA and do their own version. I think that'd be interesting, you know?
No, yeah, that would definitely be interesting.
But that's a good point, though, Joe. Like, that hit home for me because that's why I kind of like this Space Jam, because it brought Space Jam back on the map again. Like, you know, like I like that. Like, we got to keep entertaining this. The good stuff from the past, the cultural stuff, like basketball. It's dope.
Let's stop being biased because of the basketball players. Let's stop comparing these basketball players and let them both be great.
Just let them everyone be great.
Habib said it. I don't need to compare They asked him where he ranked himself. I don't need to rank myself. I'm in the same level. I'm a champion, just like everybody else that was a champion with me. So why are we higher than each other? We're all elite. So he's an elite player, just like Jordan. Let's let him shine. It's his time.
This is true.
But go ahead.
Yeah, Krills.
Yeah, man. I would like to see a part 3. I like it. Keep it going, man. Keep it going. Sequels, prequels. Keep it going. It's good for the kids. The kids need it. They need all the motivational, inspirational movies they can get. I'm all for it. If it's for the kids to uplift, even adults can get messages through this. I'm for it, and I hope they do it again. I really do. Like, hope to do it again.
I hear you. Yeah, I enjoyed it, and it's definitely a movie to go watch. You know, unbiased, because like Show said, you know, Jordan and LeBron, you're never going to be able to get a winner out of the two. Let them both be great. Both movies were totally different movies. They both were good. And if we do another one, it would have to be someone from a new generation that's not playing right now. But also, I wouldn't mind if they did a Space Jam with a different sport. Like, I understand it's hard to do like a football thing or something like that, but
space down.
Yeah, you know, like imagine you have a big superstar, a breakout superstar, someone like that from another sport, and you know you have the Looney Tunes or the Animaniacs or somebody coming, you know, they get him the help. Or
that would
her,
be so dope. A Tom Brady Space Jam and the Looney Tunes in football gear going for passes from deep. Like, that's cool. Like that is something I can do, and they could just venture out and now just appreciate every sport. It's not just basketball.
True.
And since I didn't answer the other question, the other movie we should review next week. I don't know, chat. What do you think? What movie we should talk about next week? I think we should leave it up to the people. Let the people decide. Let them just throw out some names and we'll pick one.
There you go. Yo, if you follow us
even if it's something we haven't watched, we'll watch it.
Yeah. If you follow us on any of the social medias, don't be afraid to hit us up and give us ideas for movies and shit like that. Do a poll.
We should do a poll.
Yeah.
Do F9 or the Suicide Squad. We could
the news. Okay. F9. That's gonna be like a 15-minute review, but the Suicide Squad, we could do that because we could compare that to the original Suicide Squad and see which one was better. When did Suicide Squad come out?
I don't know.
All right, we'll ask Siri that. But yeah, I enjoyed F9 Sweet. Like, it was a Fast and the Furious movie, but yeah, next Friday it comes out next Friday. Okay, so that beautiful.
This Friday?
Next Friday.
Next Friday. Okay.
Sweet. To answer your question before, we normally do a wrestling podcast every Thursday at 9:00 on YouTube. This week, we started doing a comic podcast on Tuesday. We're going to do the movie reviews on Wednesday. Thursday, we have the wrestling podcast. Friday, the Toe in the Show is going to be on YouTube also. Krills, if you want to drop by for that, we could do the Knucklehead talk. You know, we just shoot the shit like we always do, make fun of everything, have an enjoyable time. Everybody's welcome to come through and give their opinion and you know, join the conversation with us. It's something I want to do every day of the week. You know, Mondays, we can definitely play, you know, video games and just shoot the shit also. But hey, man, you know, this is what we do. I enjoy these conversations. Yeah.